If you're hearing a clunking noise when you accelerate or decelerate, especially in a rear-wheel drive vehicle, I wanted to go over some of the main causes of this issue and how you can go about fixing it. This mainly applies to rear-wheel drive vehicles, so if your vehicle is a front-wheel drive, this won't be as relevant. Bad U-joint. The first common cause is a bad U-joint. U-joints are located at both the front and back of the driveline, and their job is to allow the driveline to spin at different angles. When one of these U-joints fails, it can produce a clunking noise when you accelerate, and you might also feel a vibration while driving due to the driveline becoming unbalanced. This is a pretty common issue, and if the U-joint is the cause, replacing it can solve the problem. If you're feeling a vibration and then hear a clunking sound when you press the gas, you likely have a bad U-joint. To check for this, you can lift the vehicle by placing blocks under the tires to prevent it from rolling. Put the vehicle in neutral and try to move the driveline. If you hear a clunking noise and feel movement, it's a sign that the U-joint is worn and needs to be replaced. A bad U-joint is usually the primary culprit in these cases. Differential gear failing. The next potential cause could be a failing differential gear. Inside the differential, there are several gears, one of which is the pinion gear. If the pinion gear bolt becomes loose, it can create a clunking sound. To check for this, you can remove the fill plug and insert your finger into the oil. If you feel any metal shavings, it's an indication that the gears are wearing down or failing. There shouldn't be any metal shavings in the oil, so if you find any, it's time to have the differential inspected. A bad differential gear is another possible cause of the clunking noise. Bad axle or wheel bearing. Next, a bad axle or wheel bearing could be the cause of the clunking sound. Each tire is connected to an axle that runs through the center to the differential, and the axle rides on a wheel bearing located on the outside. While wheel bearings typically make a humming or whining noise as they wear down, they can sometimes produce a clunking sound when they become severely damaged. A key indicator of a failing wheel bearing is excessive heat. If you check around the bearing area on the axle and notice it feels hot, it's likely the bearing is failing and needs to be replaced. Loose component. Next, a loose component somewhere at the rear of the vehicle could be the cause. This includes issues like a loose leaf spring or a shock absorber that has become detached. For instance, a bolt on the shock might have come loose or broken off, which could lead to a clunking noise when you accelerate. To check for this, inspect the rear of the vehicle carefully. Ensure the leaf spring bolts are tight and secure, and examine the shocks to confirm that the bolts at both the top and bottom are in good condition and not broken. Any loose bolts or damaged components could potentially cause a clunking sound when you press the gas. Loose lug nuts. Lastly, loose lug nuts can sometimes be the culprit. While this isn't very common, it does happen occasionally. Sometimes even tire shops forget to tighten them properly. To check, simply use a tire iron to go around and make sure all the lug nuts are tight. If any appear loose or seem like they're coming off, it could cause issues, and it's important to address it right away as it can be dangerous. Though rare, it's a quick and easy step to ensure your lug nuts are secure. And that's it. If you've experienced any of these issues, feel free to comment below. If this video was helpful, please like, subscribe to the channel, and have a great day.